Hi, welcome to my channel, Psychic Kathleen. Today I'm going to speak about a client that came to see me who has seen me several times before. She comes to visit my city regularly, just about yearly. And when she comes into the city, I'm one of the people that she makes a point to come and see. So last year when she spoke with me, I had asked her if she would like a message from her dad. Her father had just passed on, and she was surprised that I could do such a thing. And I said, well, we can ask the cards if there is a message to you from your father that he'd like to say that he didn't get a chance to tell you before he passed on. And so she said, yes, let's do that. So we did a little mini reading at that time, and one of the cards was in the cups. Unfortunately, neither one of us, of course, could remember which one it was specifically. But she said the message from her father had been, follow your dream, follow your heart, do what brings you joy. She had just retired a couple of years prior to her father's passing, and just didn't know what her retirement should look like, what she wants to do. Her husband had retired as well. They have a very good marriage and wanted to clearly spend a lot of time together, but also we're planning to spend some time apart. But she just didn't know, what is her retirement going to look like? What should she do? Where should she take all this energy that she still has and verve for life? She's a Sagittarian, so she's full of fire and excitement and still wants lots of adventure in her life. So the message from her father had been to follow her heart. And since then, she had gone to the London School of Design in the UK and had studied to become a stylist. And so she was very excited about this work, not necessarily planning to develop it as a kind of full-fledged business, but something she certainly enjoyed doing and working with some women individually, planning a capsule wardrobe for a trip, for example, or planning what to wear to her son's wedding. So anyway, she was very, very excited about the work. And so we spoke of that and whether she should indeed charge for her services or should just be something that she kind of volunteers her time to do. And the 8 of Sacred Circles had come up, which is a card of apprenticeship. And I said to her, well, while you're apprenticing to become fully fledged stylist, doing some volunteer might be a good idea. But I think ultimately you really should, with a goal in mind, to charge for your services, because people do tend to value things that they've paid for. They value it more highly. They'll take your advice more seriously. And I said, and if you're in such a circumstance or situation where you really don't need the income, then you can take that amount of money that you've been charging and save it up and do presentations at the women's shelter here, for example, or if you're helping someone clear out their closet, you could take some of their lovely clothes and take it to the women's shelter and do a stylist presentation, and you'll know your transportation is covered and that kind of thing. So she got very excited at the prospect of doing it this way. And then she just wanted to speak briefly about her mum. Her mum had passed on 2 years prior to her father's passing. And unfortunately, the last communication between them had been less than cordial. And she often worried that her mother had passed on to spirit angry at her. So we pulled a card, and she said, that their relationship historically had always been very good and positive. In fact, she said, my mother always made me feel as though the sun shines out of my ass. And so I pulled the first card, and it was the sun card. So I said, clearly your mother does still think the sun shines out of your ass, and you lifted her spirits, and she always felt that you revealed things to her. You brought a light on a situation, and you also lifted her spirits about it, and helped her to feel more optimistic. So she asked if she was angry at her before she passed on, and that did come up the tower. And I said, indeed, what your comment had been to your mother had been very revealing to her, and had made her feel as though, she had tumbled out of the tower, perhaps in your eyes as well. So she had been feeling more, perhaps devastated would be a more accurate term rather than angry. But now, the star card, I drew the star card to represent where her mother was at today in terms of her relationship with her daughter and going forward. And the star card is about all your hopes and dreams coming true. So I said, really, your mother didn't pass on, I don't believe, angry at you at all, and certainly doesn't house any anger towards you. She's very excited about what you've finally done to go off to this London School of Fashion, and this was a perfect thing for you, and this is going to bring you great success and happiness, and your mother was actually very excited about it. So it was a very enjoyable reading for both of us. It was great to see her again, and I hope you've enjoyed hearing about her reading and her questions and how we approached it, the cards drawn. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below, and if you press the bell, that's the bell icon that's beside the subscribe button, you'll receive notifications in your email that I've uploaded a new video. And I look forward to working this way again soon, and thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.